Okay, we can get started.
It snowed here this morning.
Oh, hopefully it goes away.
Oh, I need a stick today?
You need something. I'm going to use a dowel, but you can also use a really solid water bottle. Something that's we're going to be sitting on it like we did before, so hard plastic. I used this last time and I found it was too big, so that's why I'm going to use the dowel. It's a little smaller for me. But something like that. And then you also need a lacrosse ball, and then you might want a towel as well, but that's your call.
Okay, I will go find something to sit on.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, we're doing low back stuff today, anyone with low back pain. So we're going to start by warming up by activating our core, because of course our core is what supports our low back and protects it. So we're going to start laying on our back on the mat, and we're going to do that deep core TA exercise. But that's so important that we've done time and time again. So if you know what you're doing, go ahead and start. If you don't, I will walk you through it. So, laying on your back with your knees bent, you're going to take your fingertips and find the fronts of your hip bones, and then go just inside of your hip bones so that your fingertips are resting in the bottom of your abdomen. Then to engage the muscle, you're going to draw your core inwards, like I've wrapped surround wrap around your midsection, and you should feel a muscle engage underneath your fingertips. Now, I don't want you to be bracing, so the top of your abdomen up here should still be nice and relaxed. It should be the bottom of your abdomen that's drawing inwards. And if you're just learning and becoming aware of this muscle, we're just going to hold and try to breathe normally. And we're going to hold for 20 seconds or so. If you're an expert and you know how to do this, we're going to lift one leg, put it down, lift the other. Do alternating leg lifts, trying to keep your hip bones as still as possible and minimizing that weight transfer back and forth. Trying to keep that core engagement the whole time. And breathing. If you're doing leg lifts, we're going to do one more. And everyone can relax. And give your tummy a little massage for a job well done. How did that feel over there?
Okay.
Yeah? Getting easier as you work on it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so we're going to run through 3 sets of this today. So again, go ahead, get your fingertips in the right spot and engage. And again, you're welcome to just hold and stay still, or you can do alternating leg lifts. The most important thing is to be doing a version of the exercise that you can do correctly. I know it's tempting to want to push yourself, but it's more important to do it right than to do something that's going to be challenging. Keep in mind that this muscle is also the type of muscle that doesn't give you a burn very often. It tends to just get tired and stop working. So if you ever feel like, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right anymore, I can't feel that muscle, it's probably tired, so stop and give it a break and try again later. Good. And then when you're done that last one, you can relax. Hopefully you can't hear any of the background noise on over camera.
I heard a giggle.
Yeah, we've got a full house today and it sounds like they're having fun.
That's always good.
Yes. Okay, one more set, so go ahead and reset, get that muscle drawn in and engaged. And this is the 3rd set, so if you're starting to get tired, it's totally okay to go back to something that's easier. There's no shame in that.
One should always enjoy their time at work.
Yes. Yeah, we've just got lots of overlapping schedules today, so lots of people all in. We don't get to see each other all that often, so it's nice when we do. Remember, if you're doing leg lifts, try to minimize that weight transfer, keep them really still. Good, and we can go ahead and relax. So that was the deep core, or TA muscle. Now we're gonna do the outer core. I also call it core bracing sometimes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tuck your tailbone under so that you flatten out your low back against the ground. You're gonna squeeze your entire core muscle, so even up high. Squeeze like you've been punched in the stomach or like you're pulling your rib cage down. Get those muscles really nice and tight. And then if that's enough, you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna hold for 20 or 30 seconds. If you can handle it, you're gonna lift one leg up and then the other. And you're gonna slowly touch one foot down, touch the other foot down. The whole time keeping the back flat, keeping the core engaged, and ideally breathing. If this is hurting anyone's back, that's your body saying that the exercise is too hard. So scale it back a bit. We want your core working, not your low back muscles working. Good, if your legs are up with control, you can slowly bring them down. And then you can relax. Let your low back arch a little bit. Massage your stomach. Tell it good job. And let's go into the second set. So again, tuck the tailbone under, flatten out the low back, squeeze the core, pull the rib cage down, all that good stuff. And do whichever version is best for you. Again, there's no shame in doing the hard version for the first set and the easier version for the second and third set, or whatever combination works for you. No one can see you, no one's judging you. Keep breathing. And if your legs are up with control, you can slowly bring them down and everyone can relax. Doing okay? Okay, last set. Again, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the core. And here we go into the lift. Last set, so really make it nice and controlled. You still with me? I know my internet was glitching a little.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Didn't lose you at all, so.
Keep squeezing, keep the low back really nice and flat. Good. Lots of control as we bring the legs down and then relax out of it. Good. Quite the warm-up today.
Oh,
I know. Okay, now for something a little easier. So we can come up out of that and you can find your lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. And we're going to be rolling the fronts of our hips. So we've done that before. We're going to be laying on our stomach with the lacrosse ball underneath us. So you're going to be around where that bone in the front of the hip is and underneath it, really anywhere through there, through the front of the hip. You just don't want to be too far up into the stomach because that can be a bit sensitive. So you want to be on hip and on muscle. So go ahead and lay on your stomach. You can put the lacrosse ball underneath the hip. And what I like to do is tuck the toes of that foot underneath and then use it to sort of rock myself up and down. You can either roll up and down, you can move side to side, or you can just hold on the good spot. Whatever works for you. So is your snow melting already, or is it still sticking around?
rained for about an hour and now it's gone. And now the sun has just come out.
Oh, good.
But it's mucky. But windy though.
Hmm. How's this feeling on your hip? Any sore spots?
Yeah, good spot.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Okay, whenever you feel done with that side, like it's feeling better, you can switch to the other side. Again, put the lacrosse ball underneath the hip. You can tuck the toes under on that side. You can rock up and down or side to side. Sort of feel like you're wagging your tail when you go side to side. Or you can just find a good spot and hold there.
Everywhere is a good spot.
So that hip is more sore than the other one? Or were they
Yes.
both sore?
Both are sore, but this one's more sore.
Yeah. Another really nice way to do this is to lean over top of a countertop or a table or something and get the lacrosse ball underneath your hip and lean over a table. That can be really nice and just let gravity take you down. Okay, so let's spend another 10-15 seconds finishing up this side, and then we're going to stretch these muscles. So, for this one you're welcome to use the towel underneath your knee. I didn't really have a clean towel, so I'm not going to use one. But you can cushion that knee if you want, one leg in front of the other. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, so bum comes down, come up through the front, squeeze the bum, chest up, and then go forward a bit. You should start to feel a nice stretch in the front of the hip. And nice big deep breaths. Just hold that and let the muscles relax. If you need a little bit more, you're welcome to raise the hand on the same side. Sometimes that helps. Good. And whenever you're ready, you can switch to the other leg. So again, start by tucking the tailbone under, squeeze your bum, move forward a bit. Try to keep your chest up. Do as I say, not as I do. One of my coworkers came in today and said that she's got these little bugs around her houseplants.
Oh no!
I was like, everyone has them. I don't know what it is about this year, but it honestly seems like everyone's got them.
I found a little bottle, spray bottle, and rinsed it out, and I mist at the top of my walk I planted today.
Yeah.
Because those neem toad pellets should be kept moist.
Yeah.
I know we used to spread them on the grass in Ontario, and you had to water your lawn every day for 7 days.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
I
So
didn't say that, I just know from what we were told when we
yeah.
spread the lawn.
So she said she was going to Golden Acres to go see what she could find.
This is close.
Yeah. So we're going to do a pigeon stretch now for the glutes. So this one, you can sort of start in a plank, just briefly, and then you're going to bring one leg up and across. And I'll turn so you can see what I'm doing if you're not familiar. Up and across, and then you're going to sink down. So that should give you a really nice stretch in the hip that's bent. If anyone is watching this and doesn't like this stretch, doesn't want to do it, or if it's too sore on your back, you're welcome to do the classic figure 4 stretch instead, where you cross and bring it in. So, again, you choose what's best for you. No one watching you. No judgment. Either way. And you might find yourself slowly sinking down towards the ground. That's awesome as that muscle loosens up. And as it loosens, you're welcome to play with the angle. Sometimes people say that you should stay totally straight and not dump and rest your hip. But if you're getting a better stretch by doing that, by all means, do what feels good to you. Sometimes you need to wiggle that foot up a little bit more. Just learn to play with it, listen to your body. So even though today's class is for the low back, I don't think we're doing a single stretch for the low back. So most of the time the low back is sore because it's taking added strain and stress from other parts of the body. So if anyone's wondering, that's why. Most of the time the part that's tight or overworking is the front of the hip or the small muscles of the glute or that sort of thing. So trust that it's all connected, trust that there's some method to my madness. Not to mention we did that low back rolling a couple months ago, and then a couple of us felt a little worse after rolling our low back. So lesson learned. Good. And then whenever you feel ready, you can come up out of that and do the other side. And whichever version you prefer, and you can play with the angle too. How's this one feel for you?
Okay, it's tight.
Yeah. I'm feeling extra limber today. We did a stretch session as a team on Tuesday, so a little extra mobility stuff.
On Tuesday?
Yesterday, Wednesday.
I thought you were sleeping Tuesday.
I told you, I'm losing track of the days. It's a weird week. Yeah, yesterday.
It was probably supposed to be Tuesday. You
No.
got postponed.
No, I'm just confused.
Would you have actually planned it for Wednesday?
Yeah, it was planned for Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, feel free to play with the angle as it loosens up. You can bring your forearms down like I am if you want. Stay there as long as you feel you need, but when you feel ready, we're just going to transition to One of my favorites, little 90-90 stretch. So legs in front of you bent, hands behind you, and knees are just going to go from one side to the other. You should be feeling a nice stretch sort of through the sides and the front of the hip joint. And then whenever you have done between 10 and 20 of those, we're going to hold on one side for a bit. Remember to keep your sit bones touching the ground. Try not to cheat by twisting your whole body. Can you believe we've been doing this for a year now?
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? No wonder I'm running out of ideas. Time to start.
Well, that's the beginning.
Yeah, time to start repeating.
I'm the only one that stayed the whole year.
Mm-hmm. You can switch to the other side. There's a lot of people that are still doing it, but they're just doing the recording, so we never see them.
Mhm.
But at least I have someone doing it live with me, otherwise it might be a little more boring. Okay, so go ahead and balance yourself out however you feel like you need, and then we're going to do some glute activation stuff, because the core and the glutes work together to support and stabilize your low back. So, once again, on our backs with our knees bent, just like we did before, we're going to tuck our tailbone under so that you flatten out your low back and you squeeze your bum. This time our focus is on the glutes, so really squeeze your bum, and then we're going to push through the heels and we're going to lift our bum all the way up, nice and high, squeezing the glutes the whole time. Keep squeezing as you bring them down, and then it's your call. An easier version is to totally relax at the bottom and then tuck under again. If you're up for a more challenging version, you're going to keep your tailbone tucked under and keep your glutes squeezed the whole time. Your call. Nice and slow, try not to rush it. It's normal to feel a little jumpy, like the movement isn't smooth. Just means they're not quite used to working like this. Keep squeezing. Let's try to do 2 more, whichever version you're doing. And then when you're done the last one, you can let go of that tuck, sort of arch your low back, move the legs. Feeling okay?
No.
Any burn?
No.
Oh, it burns for me. So if anyone wants a more challenging version, you can do the single leg. So you can bring one leg in and hold on to that knee. You can tuck your tailbone under and lift with one leg. So you're welcome to do that. Just make sure you balance yourself out side to side. But we're going to do 2 more sets. So again, tuck the tailbone under, flatten out the low back, squeeze the bum, and go into whichever version you're choosing to do. Keep squeezing, keep the tailbone tucked under. one more here. And again, you're going to relax slowly and gently. Good. You can shake it out, wiggle, bring a leg up, whatever helps those muscles relax for you. And one more set when you're ready. Always start with that tuck under and squeeze the bum. If you're still not feeling it, try to challenge yourself to go higher, squeeze harder, or do the single leg version.
Feeling it now.
You're feeling it now? Good.
Feel the first set, but the second one I did.
We're going to go into one more challenging exercise before we finish off with a handful of stretches. So we're doing a bird dog. So you're going to be on all fours. Your foot is going to be sliding. So if you've got socks on hardwood like I do, it should slide easily. You can slide on your yoga mat. You can grab a towel, whatever you need. But first of all, on all fours, you're going to draw your core inwards, get it nice and stable, and I want your spine nice and straight. So you should be pushing your chest away from the mat and not collapsing into it. We don't want you pushing so you're rounding your spine, just really nice and straight, chin tucked down a little. One foot, your toes are going to come under. Keep your body nice and stable, and you're going to straighten out, sliding along the floor, and bring it back in. So just like that core exercise we did at the beginning, it's all about minimizing the weight transfer, engaging the core, and keeping everything nice and stable. And there's a lot going on here, so it's more about coordination than a muscle burn or anything like that.
Feeling it in the other hip.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, it's supporting you. That's good. Okay, so we're going to relax. That was about 8-ish by my count. And we're going to do the other side. So you might have to shimmy your way to the other side of your yoga mat. Tuck those toes under. Again, most important thing is that your spine is straight and your core is drawn inwards, that deep TA muscle. And go ahead and slide the foot out and back in. There are more challenging versions of this exercise where you're hovering the leg and even where you're moving the opposite arm. I think they're really challenging. And I think most people end up doing them incorrectly because they're too challenging. So that's why we're starting with a nice basic one. Keep the core drawn in. Try to keep breathing. Good. And there's 8. So let's come off of our hands for a second, give ourselves a little rest, and we're only going to do 2 sets of that one. So wrist circles, give your spine a rest, whatever you want to do. Excuse me. And let's go back to that first leg. So on all fours, nice straight spine, core drawn in, and slide the foot out. Good. Relax. And the other leg. One thing I'll mention, because I'm feeling it, if anyone's feeling it in the back of the neck, that's totally normal. You're holding your head up against gravity. As long as it's not creating a ton of tension or pain or anything, then it's all good. It's just the muscles working. So core drawn in, spine straight. Here we go on the other leg. If you are feeling it in the neck, just remember to keep your chin tucked down, looking down, sort of like in between your hands. Good. Maybe I did a bonus one there. I might have done 7. Same thing, give your wrists a little attention. Might be sore from being like that. Okay, we're gonna roll our pelvic floor, which we've done once before. So as I mentioned, you can have a water bottle or you can have a broomstick dowel of some sort. Our pelvic floor is one of the things that supports our organs and supports our low back, so that's why we're working pelvic floor to end here. Just gives us a little bit more stability to take the pressure off the low back. So whichever object you're using, lacrosse ball, water bottle or stick, it's going to come underneath you, so you're seated in sort of like a cross-legged position. It's going to be at like a 45-degree angle, hopefully you can see there. And what you're going to do is you're going to get it right underneath your sit bone. So that bone on your bum that we sit on, you're going to get it right there, and then ever so slightly you're going to let it slide just inwards, just off the bone. And once you've got it in the right spot, you can move your legs to get them comfortable. And just relax and sort of let it sink in, work on that tissue there. Now the other thing that you can do is you can either lean back or you can lean forward a little bit, just to explore where that muscle might be tight. And if the object you're using isn't working for you, of course you're welcome to switch to something bigger or smaller at any point. How's this feeling for you?
Awkward.
Awkward.
I grabbed the water bottle. I don't have to think of anything else to get, and it's too big.
Yeah. Yeah, just play around and find a way to make it work. I remember last time we did this, you said you felt it a lot on one side, but not on the other side, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to play around with it, lean forward and back. Just like with any other rolling that we're doing, this should not be excruciating. You should just feel like it's loosening up a muscle. Should absolutely be tolerable. Good. And whenever you feel like that side's had enough attention, we can pull that object out of there and go to the other side. So again, you're getting it at that sort of 45-degree angle across your body. Start so it's right on your sit bone, and then you're going to slowly relax and let it roll inwards. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat this morning. How's this side feel in comparison?
This is the sore side. I tried to start on this side and couldn't.
So yeah, feel free to put your hands behind you and support your weight a little bit. Pelvic floor can quite often be that sort of hidden secret to back pain. It's something a lot of people don't work on and don't think about. It can work wonders. And it's amazing how tight it can be down there without you ever realizing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last exercise to finish up. We're just going to do a quick anti-kegel now that just help the pelvic floor relax a little bit more. So for this one, we're going to be on all fours. You can either tuck your toes underneath you or you can leave them flat if you want. But what you're going to be doing, 3 things at the same time. As you breathe out, you're going to sink your bum back towards your heels. And while you're doing that, you're going to visualize letting out a stream. So you're relaxing your entire pelvic floor. As you come up, you're going to breathe in. And keep going. Breathe out, relax the pelvic floor. Breathe in on the way up. Let's do 2 more. Really relax. Let everything go. And last time. Good. How'd that feel? Good. Not too bad?
Oh,
Awesome. That's always a nice one to end on. Some breathing, relaxed stuff. Good. And we ended up just a couple minutes to spare.